America. You know what I've never been able to even comprehend, even though I kind of got it, but I didn't get it? Spiritual warfare and what that even means. Because I didn't understand what it really meant, even though I was into spirituality. But it really hit home when I thought about the fact that these doctors are in the labs creating, you know, diseases or cures to fight a disease. Regardless of what they're doing, they're actually, whether they're creating a cure to fight a disease or whether they're creating the disease, if you can do one, you can probably do the other. So they're involved in both, and we know that. That's not a conspiracy. That's science. Like, you're not gonna know how to do one thing and then not know how to do the other. I mean, you can, but if you can do one, if you can create a cure, you can create a disease. Point blank, period. We know that. Like, that's just obvious. That's common sense. That's like saying, if I can start some shit, I can bring some peace. If you can bring peace, you can also start some shit. You can do both. Sometimes you're bringing the peace and sometimes you're starting some shit, but you're capable of both. And you're probably doing both. Most people do both. Some people start shit, then they bring the peace. Some people bring the peace, then they start shit. A lot of times your girl will start some shit, then bring the peace. Sometimes your man will start some shit, then bring the peace. So we know that happens. And then when you bring the peace, you always look like a hero. And sometimes you might start some shit and nobody knows you started the shit, but now you look like a hero. And they like to look like heroes. But the point about it is spiritual warfare. Like, just forget about the spiritual part. Just think about the concept of something non-physical attacking you and affecting you in this physical world. So that means whether you want to call it a spirit or a non-physical being, science. We'll keep it science. So we'll just call them bacteria or virus in the air. But regardless, something non-physical is in the air and it's attacking your being and making you physically sick. But the point is that you're being attacked, okay? And we know that's in the, you show your symptoms. Like, I have a stuffy nose. You have this, you have that. Whatever symptoms you have is your symptoms. These are your symptoms from you being attacked by something non-physical. So when we call it spiritual warfare, the reason it's such an enigma or such weirdness surrounding it is because spiritual, for one, you say the word spiritual. Once you say that, you're throwing people off that aren't into, they just can't comprehend they don't want to hear shit when you say spiritual. As soon as they hear the word spiritual, they're checked out. They're not paying attention no more because they're stuck in their programming of there's no spiritual. There's just, I'm sick, man. I don't know. I'm just sick. And I need to take these pills to get better. Like, they're not going to try to break down what the fuck is happening in any kind of way. Because the only thing we're really trying to do is break it down so it makes sense. That's all anybody does, is break it down so it makes sense to you, and you use words that make sense to each other. Who cares about the specific words? Y'all like to use the words to try to discredit people instead of trying to understand what they're saying. That's what you should be trying to do, is understand what I'm saying. We know that we're being attacked by non-physical beings. So that would be the spiritual warfare. That's the war. And you're always at war because something is always trying to attack your being. And things inside of you are always fighting. Your immune system is pretty much your army. And you build your army up by sending in the troops. The troops are the fruits and the vegetables. Those are what fight for you. The water, the things that keep you hydrated, the things that keep your world inside of your body going strong. And a lot of your worlds are weak as fuck because you don't bring weapons into your body. You bring the enemy into your body. And the enemy is something that is attacking you. So if you're putting something in your body that's attacking you, that would be why you're your own worst enemy. And you really want to blame everybody else and be mad, but you're attacking yourself. But you're really not attacking yourself, because what you don't realize is that you have things inside of you that are craving these things. You just call them cravings, but now you want this sugar, you want this soda, you want this these cakes, these little Debbie cakes. You want these things because something inside of you wants those things, and they get those things, and then it hurts your body. And so clearly they're kind of haters of you having a body, because if they loved you, they wouldn't be trying to get you to fuck up your body. Like, that doesn't really make sense for something that is on your side to come inside of you and get you to bring things inside of you that you don't need, or that are hurting you and killing you and taking away your ability, your quality of life. It's just affecting your quality of life. So the whole time you're down here and your life is affected by these issues, and so you're, instead of you focusing on your goals, you're in pain, and you're thinking about, damn, this is this, and this is this, and this is this, and half the time you're in cahoots with the things inside of you to hurt you, because you think it's you. You think you're craving these fucking hot Cheetos. You think you're craving these little Debbie cakes. You think you're craving all these sugary ass foods, but it's really something in you. But now you guys are together, and now there's no, you guys have become friends in the demise of yourself, because you want this stuff now. Now you're sending people to the store to go get shit for your own demise. But you'll see somebody like me talking and be mad at me like I'm the enemy. Like because the thing in you thinks I'm the enemy, because I am the enemy, because I will try to get you to do things that'll eradicate them. Like, I will literally try to get you to put stuff in your body that'll kill those parasites and kill those worms and kill those things that are in you that are trying to help you kill you. And not kill, but hurt your quality of life. If it's not helping you, it's hurting you. So that means that if something is in you that is like saying, fuck me, it's because it knows that I want to get something in you up out of you. And if you have something in you that is actually, like, you know, like, if you're unhealthy, it's, you know that you're doing it, but because you know what you're putting in your body and you know what you're consuming. Nobody's doing that but you. So, what I'm really trying to get you to understand is there's something inside of you that you're not even agreeing with. Like, this is some internal shit for you to deal with. It ain't nothing to do with me. You can say, fuck me, and you can go on about your life, and that's cool. I'm just trying to break this down so that it's understood why you might even be against people and you don't even know why you don't like them. Because I'm one of those types of people that you don't really know why you don't like me, but I'm giving you a reason. Like, because think about what I do. All I do is talk about shit that can help you health-wise. So if that's bothering you, and you, like, every day, like, why does he keep talking about this healthy stuff? And unless you're healthy, so you don't need to hear it, then you don't need to really check in or even care. And even people that are unhealthy don't really check in or care, because they don't want to hear that shit, because you don't want to hear things that are going to, if you're in cahoots with the parasites and the worms in you, why would you want to hear something that's going to hurt you? Or hurt them, because you have become them. You're in your body, you're in cahoots with them now, because you're sharing the same brains and frequencies. So you're thinking, because you're the one that you're about to go get some more soda, you're about to go buy some more bullshit that's not good for your body, and you know that. Like, you know that, but you're still gonna do that. And you would be mad at somebody. Like, I'm trying to get you to understand why you would be mad at somebody that you don't even know why you're mad at them. Like, sometimes you guys be mad at people that you don't have no real reason to be mad at them. So you have to think, like, why would that happen? And there's other reasons. I'm not saying that there can't be no other reasons. You can have other energy. Like, I could be some whatever, and you're like, oh, I could sense that. You know what I'm saying? It could be that. Like, I'm not gonna act like that doesn't happen. But I'm telling you, from the standpoint of, some of y'all been watching me for years and don't understand why. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and then I'm looking at you and you're fucking yourself up, and you know you're fucking yourself up. That's why you, like, listen to me, because you know it hurts. You know you out here getting gout and all this other types of shit, and it's fucking with you. And you don't have to be perfectly healthy. That's not what it's about. What I'm talking about is understanding what's happening and what spiritual warfare really is. So you're not really out here not understanding, because you're not understanding how you're being attacked. You're just being attacked, and they're just sending shit, and y'all stay in this little bubble of sickness and listening to the way they give you information, and You're just not understanding how they're attacking you because you can't see it, because it's non-physical war, spiritual warfare. You can't see how you're being attacked. That's why I'm trying to give you some sight. Walk by faith, not by sight, how they like to say in the Bible, which I don't really get into. And you guys are being attacked too, and all you have is fucking your Bible, your prayers, and your and that would be so dope, and Jesus and God, and it would be so dope if that shit was working to get sicknesses off of y'all. But y'all not making it look like it's working. You know what I'm saying? You guys are out here praying and pray for me and crying and being attacked, and you don't know what to do. And that makes perfect sense. I'm not even gonna get into it. I already got into that in another video. I don't want to do that right now. But you're also being attacked. And if you think that in this American world they were going to teach you how to respond to that, you're totally wrong. And that's why you're losing the fucking battle. And yeah, but I'm not gonna, I don't want to get into that part. I'm just saying, but I can, because I'm talking about spiritual warfare. So when you see somebody like me doing things like to get towards the religious people and Christians specifically, when you see somebody like me doing weird things like mudras with my hands and things like that, and you just like, I don't know what the hell he's doing, and then some of y'all can feel the energy coming off of me because you actually are at a frequency where you can actually feel that stuff, because once you raise your frequency, you can feel it. And so that's why there's going to be certain people that just feel it and they know, but most of y'all are not going to feel it because you're not on that frequency, and it's not because there's something wrong with you. It just is what it is. It's like, either if you've been cooking in the kitchen and you with certain herbs, when you smell those herbs, you'll recognize them. You're on a different frequency because you use that and you do that so you can smell it and recognize what it is. Like for you, that energy will just be, you'll feel something and it'll kind of, what the fuck is that? And that'll scare you. And so you'll probably go on about, get away from it, turn off the screen, swipe away, like, I don't know what that was, but I don't like it. Because you're not used to it and it scares you. Another person has been doing the work and been meditating, they feel that energy going, and they can recognize when it's good and bad, and they can feel it. And so that's why they're not afraid of it, because they've raised their frequency to be aware of that type of stuff happening. So that's why they're not afraid. And that's not something that I can instill in them. That's something that they come with. So I can't influence nobody. You're either on that frequency or you're not. And so you either get it or you don't. It's not something that I can influence over you. I can't be like, do some shit and then it's all of a sudden you understand and you feel it. No, you're already on this frequency. You're already on this station. That's why you understand. You've already done the work. That's why you feel it. And if you haven't, then you won't. And you'll just be, you'll just be acting like how you're acting. Like, I don't know what the fuck that is, and I don't know what the fuck he's doing. And that's okay. But I'm just explaining it to you so it makes sense. Maybe it don't make sense, but that's the words that I got for you.